Hello, me scrubs. Today, we're going to be talking about my first grade experience. So, as you know, I'm going to be making more of these videos, kind of like Leafy, how he first started out. And then I'll get a content cop declared on me. Yep, that's my plan for my future. So, without further ado, guys, let's get right into the freaking first grade experience. Okay, August 5th, first day of first grade. I just got out of kindergarten. I feel accomplished. I feel like I'm actually smart, even though I didn't know what 1 plus 1 was. And yeah, I just hope I don't get expelled or suspended. Because if I do, I can't play Lego Indiana Jones when I get home, that's for sure. I actually used to play Call of Duty all the time, and I used to always say I was the best builder in Minecraft. I kind of regret saying that now, because back then I would literally rage at one Call of Duty level, and I wasn't the best builder on Minecraft. And we're mine no players because the fan base is terrible and it died. So here's the first grade experience. Okay, first day of school, time to make new friends. There's these one kids, I'll call them kids, considering that I do not want to get in trouble for stating their name because of legal reasons, and I don't want their information all out there. So met these kids in first grade, you know, outside. I think during snack recess, probably at that time, because we had snack Reese's Puffs, and we just started hanging out, you know, because we didn't have anything else better to do, so we just thought, hey, let's just hang out because you know, we have nothing better to do, and our other friends are not out here. Might as well make new ones, and then we'll never talk again to each other in 5 years. All right, let's go. So we did make friends. I made friends with this one kid. Like, out of all of them, he was actually one of my actual friends. There was these two other kids, but they weren't real, actually good friends. The other one was kind of a butthole. Tried to fit in with everybody else. The other one, you know, he tried to be a cool kid, I guess, is what you can say. And the other one, he just wanted stuff. Like, I found a little BB when we were waiting to go home in the hallway. Yeah, they made us wait out in the hallway when we to be dismissed. Like, the teachers would get us out of their classrooms. They're like, okay, you can go now. Please stop. Go away now. And then we would wait out in the hallway for the teachers, you know, they're chit-chatting and all that, you know, all that. And then I found this little BB on the ground, and I thought that was pretty freaking cool, because you're not gonna see stuff like this in an elementary school. So I thought, hey, I should take this and show it off to my friends, or my so-called friends I'm not gonna talk to in 5 years, and pretend I'm not even friends with them, because that's, yeah. So I did show him the BB because we were sitting right by each other, because my other friends, they either had were their parents just got them from their cars and left, or they had to ride their bikes or something home or something like that. No, we had park and pickup. Basically, park and pickup was where we walked out of the hallway, through the kindergarten side, because we had to go to the Ramada. It was kind of just a playground for the kindergartners, but they just called it the Ramada. And we went there, and it's just basically where your parents are waiting outside for you and they get you. So yeah, it's not really a big deal. But as I was saying, I found this BB on the ground, showed my friend, and he's like, okay, I'll be your friend if you give me that BB. And I'm like, no, it's mine. I want BB. It was like a BB, I'm guessing from a BB gun. What kind of kid would bring a BB from a BB gun to school? I can tell you, it's a school shooter. But no. I did give him it, but only because I didn't want to get in trouble with my mom and dad. And if I gave it to him, he would have gotten in trouble, so it was kind of a win for me. I'm like, okay, so I'll give you the BB. You're going to get blamed for getting it from me, and nobody's gonna believe you because I look more innocent than ever. Cause I mean, who wouldn't trust an innocent little first grader that is innocent? So I gave him it. I thought it was pretty cool, but it was pretty useless, and I probably would have gotten in trouble if anybody, like a teacher, seen it. So I just gave it to him, and he kept it. Like, I'm actually serious. He kept it right by his water bottle. That's how dedicated he was to that one BB from an airsoft freaking handgun. So as soon as I did that, I think we started to leave everybody, and it was just the first day of school, you know. But let me tell you a little more about the first day of school. I'm not gonna leave out any details. So I made a lot of other friends. Like, there was this one kid that sat at my table, like he was eating a freaking beef jerky or something. I don't know what it was, and I'm like, oh, nice. Where'd you get that M9? And he's like, Walmart. And I'm like, oh, cool. And the thing is, I never tried one of those. I just straight up just started talking because I was bored, and plus it was in first grade. I wanted to make new friends. There was this one kid that was in my class. We were friends for a while until up to like the next month or so. He started kind of being a butthole, so I kind of didn't want to be friends with him anymore. So yep. He called me a huge bully for some reason. I don't know why. Like, he was always push me where, like, during snack time he'll beg for my freaking snack. Like, everybody used to always share their snacks with each other. I don't know why. Like, everybody, like, if somebody never brought a snack to school, they'll literally share. I mean, it's cool to be generous and all, share people with your snack, but first of all, that's your food that your parents paid for. And second of all, germs. I mean, first graders are not that good on germs, because I mean, our brains are not fully developed to understand that people have germs. So basically everybody just shared their snack with each other, and it was now we kind of think that we were kind of stupid back in the first grade. I'm like, okay. But back then in kindergarten, we didn't have snack time. No, we had a recess, like just plain out recess. Like, no snack time, no nothing like that. No, just plain out recess. And that was actually pretty fun, because I just got to go with my kindergarten friends. I think I made a lot of more friends in the first grade that I'm still in contact with today. So yeah. So let's talk about the good kid that's also apparently a comedian. So the kid, he on the first freaking day of school, he got on. Okay, so let me give you a tour of the card system. You guys may know about this or not know about this, but in my old school, they used to do this thing where they all the way up to the fourth grade. I think they stopped doing it in fourth grade because we would have seen it as stupid, and it wouldn't really matter to us. So right around in first and kindergarten, we used to have this card system. It's where green was a good color, like you weren't that good, and you weren't bad at all. You're just a normal student. Blue, it was you were a good student. You're being a good BOI. While purple was like the freaking legendary color, man. Like, anybody who got on purple was the freaking king, and AKA the freaking president of the freaking United States if they ever got on purple. Like, they will be like, oh crap, dude, Calvin's on freaking purple, man. We had to treat him like a freaking king. Next day he's not on purple, he's on freaking yellow. Okay, so now let's talk about yellow. Yellow is where if you're talking in class or something, or if you didn't bring your homework, they'll tell you to go clip down yellow, and so people did, and it's basically where everybody sees you as a bad person, and they made you owe like 5 minutes of your recess. It wasn't that bad, but I mean, it was bad because half of the time we were wasting our recess. just for talking to some kid in class about the freaking Lego Movie video game, and it was funny because kids actually cried over clipping down to different colors, while I'm all over here like, okay, it's a color, so what? I thought I was so tough back then that I used to walk like a freaking greaser. I actually did. I learned that from GTA San Andreas. I'm not trying to blame the game. I'm most likely going to blame myself for that. Now I kind of regret doing that. Okay, so now, let's talk about orange. I'm sorry for you people who like orange, yellow, or red. But orange was considered also as a very bad color. If you got in that one, you're basically a gosh dang wanted criminal in the United States. You're like, oh crap, dude, he's on orange. Don't talk to him. But he's just a person just like us. So shut up, Susan. But he's just a person. Everybody makes mistakes. Yeah, well, he made the huge mistake of his life, talking to class with Jimmy again. And forgetting his homework is where, okay, so now orange is basically where you owe 10 minutes every recess, and you're seen as a huge bad person. You're seen as a serial killer, I'm guessing. So, basically, you owe 10 minutes of your recess. I was actually on orange once, and the teacher told my friend, okay, you can go play, because he only was on yellow, so he only had to owe like 5 minutes of his recess. While I was on orange, and I owed like 10 minutes. And then when I got up to, and I thought, hey, I'm going to go play. And she's like, no, you're on orange. He was on yellow. He only gets to owe 5 minutes. You owe like 10 minutes, which is half of our recess. I mean, our recesses were pretty long, but still, that was still kind of wasting our recess in our childhood. Why didn't you let me live my childhood late? Now it's too late. I'm in middle school. I don't have recess. I have free time only sometimes, and lunch, because that's the only free times I ever have. Okay, so now let's talk about red. Now red, you're seen as a freaking terrorist, man. Like people will be looking at you like you just came out and killed like 10,000 people in a Call of Duty match, and they're like, oh crap, dude, he's on red. That means he's a bad person. They're gonna contact his parents, and he's gonna get grounded. Okay, don't be like him. Don't make mistakes like him, Johnny. Or one day you're gonna grow up to be just like him. But Dad, it's just a color. No, Johnny, you be quiet. If you ever get on red, I will disown you. So basically, if you got on red, I think they'll actually contact your parents if you were actually that bad, and also you had to owe like all your freaking recess. Like, I'm not even joking, all your recess. I actually did get on red before. Let me tell you, it wasn't really of a great time. So back in first grade, I always used to get in freaking trouble. Like, I'm not even joking, man. I was like seen as the gosh dang criminal of the school. Like, I was the main bad guy. No. You like kids that like superheroes like Batman. Batman's a vigilante, actually. Superheroes like Spider-Man and Superman. No. I didn't like that. I freaking liked gosh dang Joker and crap. Yeah, those are, I like the super villains because I was always on red because I either got in fights with kids or I forgot my homework or I kept talking and I didn't pay attention in class. So, yeah, I could guess. I guess I'm a pretty cool kid now. Okay, so I always had to clip down to something like. I knew that I was always gonna get in trouble, so I thought, hey, why don't I just bring my toys to school, and if I ever get in freaking trouble, I can just play with them on the wall. Yes, they made us sit on the freaking wall. Like, not actually sit on the wall, but like sit like within, like by the wall is what I'm saying. Like, not in the freaking wall. Like, they didn't shove us through the freaking wall and say, okay, you're gonna owe all your freaking recess, so just try to hang in there, kid. But How are you that strong to shove me through a brick wall? Shut up, okay? I am authority. You will listen to me, child. So as soon as I knew that I would always get in trouble, I just thought, you know what? I might as well just bring my toys to school. So therefore I did. I brought my action figures, brought my G.I. Joe, my Lego minifigs, like everything imaginable a first grader would ever have. Your Power Rangers, a toy set, yeah, everything. Your freaking SpongeBob Happy Meal toy, yeah, I basically had a whole armory of action figures when I was growing up. So I thought, hey, you know what, I might as well just bring them to school, considering I'll just be bored and watching other kids that weren't on freaking Red and that are actually playing and living their childhoods while I'm over here like I'm in some freaking third world country. So I brought the toys, just played with them by myself because I didn't want anybody to tell on me, nor I didn't want the teachers to notice. So I sat like in a very like alone corner. Like, I'm not saying I was like a huge freaking edgy kid who always sat in the corners and cried. No. I was like the kid that was sneaky as frick. Like, I would just bring my toys to school and be like, okay, the teachers please don't notice. So I brought my toys, just played with my action figures until recess was over. You know, kind of looked like the crazy person because the kids were playing with each other. Like, they were playing their tag, like their hide and seek and all that, while I'm over here like, hey guys, I'm just playing with my action figures alone. Does anybody want to join me? Who's that kid? Who's that weird kid playing with action figures by himself? Oh, that kid. He just got on the wall for some stupid crap of not bringing in his homework and talking back to some kid that insulted him and said that he was stupid. Oh, he's a bad boy. Yeah, don't be like him, Jimmy. Come on, let's go play hide and seek and freeze tag. Let's leave this loser alone. So, therefore, until that day, I brought my toys to school and I was always prepared. So, let's talk about the end of the day. Okay, so at the end of the day was probably the most like easiest time of the day. Like, we would stop learning about adding and subtraction. No, we're just gonna sit there and talk to our friends until the bell rings and we can go. So we did that. There was this one kid who had a McDonald's backpack, and for some reason it always smelled like McDonald's in our room. And I'm like, okay, I am guessing that is this kid probably has a Big Mac and some McFries and some McNuggets in his backpack. And I told him, man, that's a nice backpack you got. And he's like, yeah, it's McDonald's. Now I'm thinking I kind of feel sorry for that kid because he had a McDonald's backpack. I mean, it was pretty cool, but what if he actually got that out of like a McDonald's Happy Meal or something? I'm sure that McDonald's Happy Meals couldn't even fit like a huge backpack or anything that can carry like all your notebooks and stuff. But if it could actually do that, like they made it like a huge mega Happy Meal or something, that would be crazy. So when I was in first grade, I freaking loved McDonald's, dude. Like, I would look forward to eating McDonald's every single day. Like, I didn't get it every single day when I got off to school. Like, I wasn't rich or anything where I got McDonald's and had diabetes by the morning. No, I only got it like on occasional days, and my parents let me know that if I do good in school and get McDonald's. So I just waited for that. I got too used to it, so I just kept asking them, are we gonna have McDonald's? Are we gonna have McDonald's? No, we're not gonna have McDonald's. Are we gonna have a McDonald's? No! Okay, so here's the funny thing. I always used to just sit by my friends and joke around and just wait till the bell rang. But the funny thing was, in order for us to be dismissed, we had to high five the teacher, like I guess to show our enthusiasm, like, hey, you're Kool-Aid teacher, cool. Now I'm gonna show my appreciation of you being my teacher by high fiving you, even though that I don't have time for that, and I should be getting going. Like if you just try to skip the room, like without trying to high five your teacher, like they'll just say you can't leave until you high five me, and I'm like, okay, does this person is this person gonna keep me in this class because I'm not gonna give them one little simple high five? No, frick it, I'm gonna wash my hands now. So as soon as I left and apparently had to high five the teacher when I left, I sat by my buddies, just waited until the bell rang and we can go, and the teachers would stop chit-chatting. And we finally did. Like when we walked by the kindergarten rooms, they were already empty, so we knew that okay, man, it's time to go. So therefore we did. But always at the end of the day, they would always be cleaning the rooms. I understand that's their job, but every time at the end of the day when I would walk by the kindergarten rooms, it will smell like medicine and lime. What the heck does that Lady Consuela use? Lemon pledge? It would literally smell like lemon pledge in every single kindergarten room. And I'm like, man, I'm sure glad I'm not a kindergartner. And yep. Okay, so let me talk about friends in first grade, cause yeah, and lunch too. So when we went into lunch on the first day of school, every single kid that was new there, including my friends that were like new there. And I was only there for a year. I was only there for kindergarten, so I wasn't like freaking going there for like half of my life since I was born or anything. No, like I was like I was kind of new there too, but I only been there like for a year, so I didn't really know much of the school. I only knew like the kindergarten and first grade side primarily, and then like when I got into first grade, I basically knew about the freaking whole school. And when we got into the lunchroom, we're like, my friends like, oh, that's a smell of goodness, and I'm like, no. If I were to hear that now, I probably would have said, no, it's a smell of food from McDonald's, Shamrock Farms, their fat-free milk and lemon pledge from the janitors. Be quiet, Nathaniel. Stop trying to be funny. But why though? AKA Nathaniel's not my name. It's Mr. McMeme 9000. It's not my name, so yeah, keep that in mind. I'm not gonna say my real name because I don't freaking feel like it. I mean, why would I even feel like it for? You know what? Yeah, whatever. Gosh dang it. No. The thing I don't like about the online world is that everybody knows who you are, and that's pretty. Oh, and I basically open a whole can of worms again. Yup, that's you, Nathaniel. There's a bunch of others with that name in this world anyway. I mean, it's not like there's only one of them or anything. I hope. Oh yeah, well, my real name's freaking Tyrannosaurus, T-Rex, Epic Man 60, Illuminati Hunter 69. Yeah, take that, noobs. Yeah, that's Kool-Aid. I'm related to Kool-Aid Man. So I basically opened a whole new can of worms. Rest in peace, me. So anyway, let's get back into the freaking video, guys. Yeah. Okay, so let's get back to the point of the video. Hey, person. Yeah, person. Do you think I'm funny? No. Okay, let's just get back to the video. Now, let's talk about the actual food at lunch. It was pretty good and up until third grade. Third grade, when the food basically went downhill, so it kind of sucked. Like literally, it was the worst food imaginable. Like we weren't like my school now. Even as a middle school, the school actually has great food. Actually, it's a K to 12 school, so I'm in the middle school side, so therefore that means eat. So basically, here we go again. Opening a whole new can of worms. Okay, I need to stop using that reference. I have used that reference too many times in my life. Okay, so here we go. Gosh dang it. Okay, so we used to have like all these freaking specials. Like we would have like music, library, and PE. My most favorites were probably music and PE. No, not PE. No, frick no. Scratch that off. It was probably library. But the only reason I liked library is because they had comic books in there and actual interesting stuff. Nobody will read the chapter books. Like, if you were to ever, like, check out a chapter book, people will be looking at you like, what, are you even a human? Like, there was this one book in there, like, this one particular book every single kid witch hunted for, and it was the World of Warcraft book. Like, seriously, the World of Warcraft book. They actually have that in there, and I knew what World of Warcraft was, so I was like, oh, crap. The first time I ever saw it, it was when one of my friends got it, and they were showing it off to everybody, and I told them, hey dude, where'd you get that? And he's like, from the school library, and I'm like, well, I'll be sure to check it out again. No, I'm gonna keep it for another week. You better freaking, not keep it for a week and turn it in, because if you don't, I'm gonna eat your chicken nuggets and, hack your Minecraft account. So apparently he did turn it in. So I got it. Like I had to wait for the librarian to scan it. So yeah, and I did get it. And let me tell you, I was addicted to that book. Like I would just read every single freaking page. It was like a World of Warcraft book. Keep in mind, like something that was like very appealing to us, cause we wouldn't see that kind of crap in a school library. Like we weren't expecting to see any of that in the school library, and I'm all over here like, oh crap, dude, it's World of Warcraft, and I'm showing it off to my freaking friends, you know, saying, yeah, I got the World of Warcraft book. I'm cooler than you. So if you got the World of Warcraft book, you were the king of the freaking library, cause the World of Warcraft book was like so freaking hard to find. Like kids actually hid it so nobody would find it, and don't know the specific location. So next time when they check it out, they're like, okay, here we go, World of Warcraft, boys. But there was only a few lucky kids who ever found a World of Warcraft book, and that was me and some of my friends and some random classmates. And we ended up finding the book, and let me tell you, I was one of the ones to find the book, and I always looked right where the history and science stuff was, and it was like literally right there, and I was like, oh yeah, man, time. It was like right by the Diary of the Wimpy Kid and Goosebumps and I Survived book series, so it was like so easy to find for me. But then one day in 4th grade, actually I think in 3rd or 4th grade or so, the book randomly disappeared. It just like got out of existence. It's like it just left the school. I think some kid probably stole it and kept it with them. Like if you're that kid that still has that World of Warcraft book and you're actually watching this, I want it back. I will or I will eat your chicken nuggets. I need to stop using that joke. Okay, here's a good one. I'm gonna eat your McFries. Freaking dang it. I'm gonna hack your freaking gosh dang Animal Jam account, and yeah, if you don't give me World of Warcraft book back, I'm gonna hack your Animal Jam account. How does that sound? Eighth grader were higher grade than me. Were a kid that's probably in the same grade as me. Probably that still has a book somehow, where the book just lying around somewhere. Like, I don't know what the heck ever happened to the book, but I know it's somewhere around. I literally, like, every single kid would literally witch hunt for that book. Well, while other kids are over there like, oh, what are they doing? Oh, they're just witch hunting for the World of Warcraft book. Wait, they have one of those? Yeah, they thought it was a good idea to put a World of Warcraft book in an elementary school. Well, I mean, it kind of is, because I mean half of the kids at our age play that. Yeah, I'm at like a level 100, dude. Do you even play World of Warcraft? The highest level is the level 99. Yeah, totally. It's a hack, dude. I got 100, dude. Like, I'm like okay, what character are you? Communist Bear Dwarf? Okay, you don't play World of Warcraft. You're no longer my friend. So, here we go. Let's talk about the most beloved part of school that kids would look forward to every day. I mean, it wasn't just going home. Like, that's one of the things I probably would look forward to. But there was another thing everybody in the whole entire freaking school looked forward to, and that was called recess. Now, recess, kids will literally like freaking start anarchy in third world country just to have recess. They're like, okay, yeah, I just want recess. And the kids that were like on the wall all the time, well, you know, freak them. They're losers. Just ignore them. Yeah. So, recess was like the most exciting time of the day, and most of us actually got to it, and it was pretty cool because the first, like, the little kids side, they had such a good playground. I'm not even joking. They had a freaking huge sandbox, a huge freaking slide, pretty good monkey bars and stuff and things to climb on, and they also had this other climbing thing and stuff. It was kind of like an obstacle course, but for children. We had a huge freaking field. Like if you ever seen your school field, it's not as huge as my school field was. Like, it was like considered as the hugest field ever to be around in existence. We will always just play crap, like just do stuff in a field if we got bored of the playground, if the playground got too full. Like, literally the playground looked like a huge map being invaded, like with a bunch of zombies, like a Left 4 Dead 2 map or something. Like, I'm not even joking. That playground with a bunch of those kids in there, it looked like a Left 4 Dead 2 map. So me and my friends eventually just went into the field. So did other kids. And there was this ditch in the like right by the field and playground, and we went to there. And believe it or not, they had a little tunnel. I think it was like a sewer. I don't know. I don't get why they would have a disgusting freaking sewer right by an elementary school, especially by the first and third graders side of the school, because everybody thought poop was disgusting, while the others thought it was cool. I don't know why. We used to always just play this game in the ditch. It was like right by a neighborhood, and we called it Shark Attack. It was like tag, but you had to like run to the other side so you wouldn't become the shark, I guess. It was basically tag, but we were playing it in a freaking ditch. And it was pretty fun, actually. So we whoever was a shark had to get the kid that was running through the ditch real fast, and if they got them, they became the shark. It kind of sounded like repetitive, you know, kind of like some games I'm thinking of. Yep. What freaking repetitive games are there? Freaking gosh dang. I don't know what repetitive games there are. So, I don't know, M9. Oh, I know. Freaking, yep, I have no idea. Okay, so, we used to always just play this repetitive game, and we would just actually like it. And me and my friends always used to talk about GTA 5. I was considered as one of the cool kids because I had GTA 5. I don't know why. I was 7 years old. But my first GTA was actually Vice City, so I guess you could say I'm like an old school fan or something. But when I first got GTA 5, I was like, oh crap, dude, I'm basically the freaking king of England now, and I'm basically 18. So here we go, woohoo! So time to do GTA stuff. I mean, it's not like we're never gonna hear about this crap nor like do this crap in video games one day. So it's kind of pointless to keep your kids from playing it. But you know, whatever. So we just played that all the freaking time, and it kind of got boring. So I kind of started to stop playing it. And every time if I got bored of playing tag or something, or if I got tired of getting invaded by zombies and the dang Left 4 Dead 2 map playground, believe it or not, keep in mind these are like all little girls that played this game. It was not even a game, it was kind of like freaking role play. And they just called it House. You guys may know what it's called, is where you basically act like you're a huge family for some reason, and you live inside of a freaking house, and you act like an adult, but you're just 7 years old. You're 7 or 6 years old. And we did play that, but I didn't really. The only time I'd ever play is if I was bored or something. And believe it or not, the kids that actually played were nice enough to let me in. I'm like, okay then, I guess I'm really setting myself up for failure here and pretending that I am a fully grown adult that owns a house. Man, I never thought I'd be doing this. Well, I mean, at least it's not that bad, right? Oh wait, never mind. It got a little graphic, like it did. Like it would get extremely serious after 5 minutes. Like first you're just a normal family having a nice sip of tea. Next minute you're freaking you're the basically the Grove Street families. Like it got serious after 5 minutes. It was like these kids knew real reality. I'm like, oh crap, is this? I didn't know this was. I thought this was the Real Housewives of Florida. No. I thought this was like the Real Housewives of freaking crap. No, it's not that. It's gosh dang, I don't know, Blackish, but it got serious. Like, it was a serious. It was like a Step Away Shakespeare, roleplay thing, and we just. It was like more serious than Life is Strange, Sleeping Dogs, and GTA combined, and the first Watch Dogs. It was like more serious than ever. And let me tell you, it was actually pretty. We actually enjoyed it, but I don't see how we would enjoy it now. I probably would have been like, man, I'm really setting up myself up for freaking failure and acting like I'm a fully grown adult, but I'm in a grocery families. Hey, you guys want to play house? We're murdering each other? No thanks, we're just gonna go play tag or something. But it's really fun. I mean, we got bruises all over the place, but it's fun. And we just started. I actually enjoyed it because me and my friends always used to just like pretend we were freaking gosh dang playing GTA 5 or something. Like I would get my crackers that looked like a controller, like they were wrapped in plastic and it looked like a controller. My friend got his fruit snacks and acted like it was controller. Cause we actually sat under the tree because it was actually a pretty big tree, and we pretended it was a house. And I'm like, okay, then is this a house or is this a freaking tree? Are we homeless? Like now, I probably would have been a smart mouth like that. I probably would have been like, man, I didn't know families lived under a tree. I didn't know we were homeless. But back then, I'm like, okay, I guess this is a house, okay. But now I would have been like, okay, basically we're homeless and we're living under a freaking tree instead of a bridge, is what you're saying? Yeah, pretty much. So, we always made up, like, fake names for ourselves, and, if I were to play it now, I probably would have been called my, YouTube username, or, something better, like, freaking Illuminati 160 freaking 9. Well, you said make up names for ourselves. No, but make an actual real name, not something like a username. Okay, Joseph Stalin. He's a communist, though. But you said a real name, so because that's an actual real name and a real person that was a communist. I think I played games. I actually used to do that a long time ago. I played house, like, if I got bored of playing tag all the way up to 3rd grade. I would stop playing it when I got in 3rd grade because I'm like, okay, nobody wants to play this bullcrap. So in 2nd grade, if I ever got bored, I would just do the same thing. But we're not talking about 2nd grade here. We're talking about freaking 1st grade here. So I did play house during 1st grade. Now, let's talk about being on the wall again, because I had to finish this video. Because I don't want this, like, the video to be super freaking long or anything. Because it's going to take, like, hours to freaking upload and edit. So, let's talk about being on the wall all the time and hugest coincidence that ever happened in my freaking life. So, I was on the wall one day, you know, just talking with my friend because the teachers didn't care. Like, the teachers didn't even notice us talking, so, like, we were primarily, like, safe from the teachers yelling at us. So I was just talking with my friend on the wall about kid stuff, like, anything that a 1st grader would talk about. Hey, you heard about the new Lego movie? Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, only the coolest of the kids will see it. And then this one girl started talking to us, and I'm not going to say any real names, like I said. So I'm just going to call this person, kid I talked to on the wall that got involved with our conversation, and somehow they became my friend. Okay, so here we go. When I was talking to the person on the wall, we just started talking, okay? We were having a pretty good time, even though we were on a freaking wall. But eventually, my friend, I think I can remember some of it. I think it was on orange or yellow. Well, I was on red, and I think the other person that got involved in our conversation was like on red or orange or something. And then we just started talking about, I don't know exactly what we talked about, but I'm pretty sure it was like 1st grade stuff, like the Lego movie, considering it came out like back in 2014. So I'm just gonna guess that we were talking about the Lego movie. So as soon as we did that, we became friends, and I was basically the one to get in trouble all the time, and yeet. And then we were friends since 1st grade, you know. 2nd grade too. The person actually left the school after 2nd grade. Like in 3rd grade, they actually called the person's name for attendance, but she wasn't there, so therefore I thought she went to Butterfield where she moved. It was either one of those, so I was like, okay, that's cool. Person I knew for 2 years moved. Okay. And I never knew half of my life. I actually thought the person went to like Butterfield because I actually saw the person at the store one time. And I was like, oh crap. Well, I guess she didn't move, so she's probably going Butterfield's not a real school, by the way. I'm like, Butterfinger's not a real school, by the way. I'm saying Butterfield instead of Butterfinger. I don't know why, but I'm just saying Butterfinger, so I'm just gonna call it that. So Butterfinger, I thought she went to a school named after a chocolate bar, and we went from there. Now the new school I go to, huge freaking coincidence. The person goes there. I'm like, oh crap! After like 3 or 4 years, I never knew. Well, crap. Well, what a huge freaking coincidence. And my friends was actually like, hey, isn't that the kid you know from 1st and 2nd grade? I'm like, oh crap, it is. And I'm like, oh well, I never knew that this person was going to the same school. And I'm like, okay then, that's cool, Ed. I actually thought the person was either moved or went to Butterfinger, so while I was still going to my crappy school. So that was basically 1st grade for me. I hope I didn't leave out any details. Wait a minute. There's one more thing I want to say for 1st grade. It was probably one of the best years in school I ever had. Like, I'm actually being serious. That's why 2014 and 2013 were probably one of my favorite years. Like, they're post nostalgic for me. So, yeet. But that's all I really had to say for this video. Yeah, the huge coincidence the person goes to my school now and everything. So, pretty huge coincidence. I don't know what the heck it is, but it was just a huge coincidence. And I'm like, okay, I guess this school's not going to be that bad. So, I mean, at least I know somebody that has been friends with me since 1st grade. So that's cool. I mean, there's other kids that go there that I was friends with since 1st grade. So that's pretty cool, I guess. It was like only like 2 friends, so like I'm not having like the whole freaking gang over here. Like, most of them either went to a different school or they moved or something else. I don't know. That's all I really have to say for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And always, just always remember to take your anti-normie medicine. You did. You got UD'd, BOI.